There is a force within you that is greater than any obstacle you will ever face, stronger than any doubt that may whisper in your ear, and more powerful than any circumstance that tries to hold you back. That force is your own mind, guided by your will. And whether you rise to greatness or remain where you are today depends on one simple truth: you, and only you, are in control of your own success. Many people spend their lives searching for the right moment, the perfect opportunity, or someone to open the door for them. They wait for luck, for permission, for conditions to become ideal, but success does not respond to waiting. It responds to decision. The moment you decide that you are responsible for your destiny, something begins to shift. You stop being a passenger in life and become the driver. Understand this clearly: success is not an accident. It is not handed out at random, nor reserved for a chosen few. It is the result of a definite purpose, backed by a burning desire, and sustained through persistent effort. When you fix your mind on a goal with clarity and conviction, you activate a chain of events that begins to shape your reality. Your thoughts influence your actions form your habits, and your habits ultimately determine your results. There will be challenges. There will be moments when failure seems inevitable and doubt tries to take control. But failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of its process. Every setback carries within it the seed of an equal or greater opportunity, if you choose to see it that way. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not the absence of failure, but the refusal to accept it as final. You must also guard your mind carefully. Negative influences, discouraging voices, and limiting beliefs can quietly shape your thinking if you allow them. What you repeatedly tell yourself becomes your reality. If you believe you are capable, you begin to act with confidence. If you believe you are limited, you unconsciously create barriers that hold you back. Discipline your thoughts. Feed your mind with purpose, ambition, and certainty. Another truth you must embrace is that responsibility is power. The moment you stop blaming circumstances, other people, or past experiences, you reclaim control. It may feel easier to point outward, but true growth begins when you look inward and say, "I am responsible." In that statement lies the ability to change, to improve, and to create a different outcome. Success also demands persistence. Desire alone is not enough. There will be times when motivation fades and progress seems slow. In those moments, persistence becomes your greatest ally. It is the quiet determination to continue, even when results are not immediate. It is the refusal to quit when quitting would be easier. Persistence turns ordinary effort into extraordinary achievement. You must be willing to act. Ideas, no matter how brilliant, have no value unless they are put into motion. Action transforms thought into reality. Even small steps taken consistently will lead you closer to your goal than grand plans left unexecuted. Do not wait until you feel ready, because readiness often comes after you begin, not before. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth and belief. While your success is ultimately your responsibility, the environment you choose can either strengthen your resolve or weaken it. Seek out those who challenge you to think bigger, act bolder, and push beyond your limits, and above all, believe deeply in your ability to succeed, not as a wish, but as a certainty. Belief is the foundation upon which all achievement is built. When you truly believe that something is possible for you, you begin to align your thoughts and actions in its direction. The path to success is not hidden. It is not reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It is available to anyone willing to take control of their thoughts, their decisions, and their actions. The power has always been within you, waiting to be claimed. The question is not whether success is possible for you, but whether you are ready to accept full responsibility for creating it. When you begin to truly accept that your success is entirely within your control, you unlock a level of awareness that most people never reach. You begin to notice how every choice you make, no matter how small, is shaping your future. The way you spend your time, the thoughts you entertain, the people you listen to, and the standards you set for yourself are all quietly determining where you will stand tomorrow. It is easy to underestimate the power of daily decisions. A single day may seem insignificant, but days form weeks, weeks form months, and months form years. Your life is nothing more than the accumulation of these days. If you allow distraction, procrastination, and doubt to dominate your days, you will inevitably create a life that reflects those habits. But if you choose discipline, focus, and intentional action, even in small amounts, you begin to construct a foundation that can support extraordinary success. Clarity is one of the most powerful tools you possess. Without a clear vision of what you want, your efforts become scattered and unfocused. You may work hard, but without direction, your hard work will not produce meaningful results. Take time to define exactly what success means to you, not what others expect, not what society suggests, but what truly aligns with your values and desires. When your vision is clear, your mind begins to organize itself around that vision, filtering out distractions and identifying opportunities. Once your goal is clearly defined, commitment becomes essential. Commitment is not a temporary burst of enthusiasm. It is a decision that you will continue regardless of difficulty. It is easy to feel committed when everything is going well, but true commitment is revealed when circumstances become challenging. In those moments, your determination must remain firm. You must remind yourself why you started and refuse to let temporary discomfort derail your long-term vision. You must also understand the role of fear. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles to success, yet it is also one of the most misunderstood. Fear is not something to be eliminated, it is something to be understood and controlled. Often, fear arises when you are about to step outside your comfort zone, when you are about to grow. If you allow fear to stop you, you remain stagnant. But if you move forward despite fear, you expand your capabilities and strengthen your confidence. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to act in spite of it. Your environment plays a subtle but powerful role in shaping your behavior. The conversations you hear, the attitudes you observe, and the expectations that surround you all influence your thinking. If you immerse yourself in negativity, limitation, and complacency, it becomes difficult to maintain a mindset of growth and ambition. On the other hand, when you place yourself in an environment that encourages progress, discipline, and vision, your own standards begin to rise. Choose your environment carefully, because it will either support your success or quietly undermine it. Another essential element of success is self-discipline. Discipline is the bridge between desire and accomplishment. It is what compels you to act when you do not feel like it, to stay focused when distractions arise, and to continue when results are slow. Discipline is not something you are born with. It is something you develop through consistent effort. Each time you choose to do what needs to be done rather than what is easy, you strengthen your discipline. Over time, these choices become habits, and those habits become your character. Time is one of your most valuable resources, yet it is often wasted without thought. Unlike money, time cannot be regained once it is spent. Every moment that passes is an opportunity either used or lost. Successful individuals treat time with respect and intention. They understand that every hour invested in growth, learning, and action brings them closer to their goals. Evaluate how you spend your time and be honest with yourself. Are your actions aligned with your ambitions, or are they leading you away from them? You must also develop resilience. The path to success is rarely smooth. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. In those moments, resilience becomes your greatest strength. Resilience is the ability to endure difficulty without losing your sense of purpose. It is the ability to adapt, to learn, and to continue moving forward. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more capable. Instead of viewing obstacles as barriers, begin to see them as stepping stones. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. A strong, positive, and growth-oriented mindset allows you to see possibilities where others see limitations. It enables you to approach problems with creativity and determination. On the other hand, a negative mindset can trap you in a cycle of doubt and inaction. Be mindful of your thoughts. Replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Train your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems. Accountability is another powerful principle. When you hold yourself accountable, you eliminate excuses. You take ownership of your actions and their outcomes. This does not mean being harsh on yourself. It means being honest. If something is not working, acknowledge it and make the necessary adjustments. Growth requires honesty, and honesty requires courage. By holding yourself accountable, you maintain control over your progress. You must also embrace continuous learning. The world is constantly changing, and those who succeed are those who adapt. Never assume that you know enough. Always seek to expand your knowledge, refine your skills, and improve your understanding. Learning keeps your mind sharp and your perspective fresh. It allows you to identify new opportunities and navigate challenges more effectively. Patience is often overlooked, yet it is essential. Success rarely happens overnight. It is the result of consistent effort over time. In a world that values instant gratification, patience gives you a distinct advantage. While others become discouraged and give up, you continue to build, to refine, and to progress. Trust the process. Understand that every effort you make is contributing to your eventual success, even if the results are not immediately visible. Focus is another critical factor. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to concentrate on what truly matters is invaluable. Focus allows you to direct your energy toward your goals without being pulled in multiple directions. It requires discipline and intention. Identify your priorities and commit to them fully. Eliminate or reduce anything that does not contribute to your progress. You must also learn to manage your energy. Success is not only about how much time you have, but how effectively you use your energy during that time. Physical health, mental clarity, and emotional stability all play a role in your ability to perform at your best. Take care of your body, rest when necessary, and maintain a balanced approach. A strong mind requires a strong foundation. Gratitude is a powerful force that can transform your perspective. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you cultivate a sense of abundance. This does not mean becoming complacent. It means appreciating your progress while continuing to strive for more. Gratitude keeps you grounded and motivated. It reminds you that every step forward is meaningful. Consistency is the thread that ties everything together. It is not the intensity of your effort on a single day that determines your success, but the consistency of your actions over time. Small, consistent efforts compound into significant results. Even on days when you feel unmotivated, take action. Even a small step is better than none. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum drives progress. You must also learn to trust yourself. Doubt can be paralyzing if you allow it to take control. Trust is built through action. Each time you follow through on a commitment, you strengthen your confidence in your own abilities. Over time, this trust becomes a powerful force that supports your decisions and fuels your progress. Vision, discipline, persistence, and belief must work together. No single element is enough on its own. A clear vision without action leads nowhere. Action without discipline becomes inconsistent. Discipline without belief becomes exhausting. And belief without persistence fades under pressure. When all these elements are aligned, you create a powerful system that drives you forward. You must be willing to sacrifice. Success often requires giving up short-term comfort for long-term gain. This may mean investing time in learning rather than entertainment, choosing growth over convenience, and making decisions that others may not understand. Sacrifice is not loss, it is an investment in your future. Your journey will be unique. Do not compare your progress to others. Comparison can lead to unnecessary frustration and self-doubt. Focus on your own path, your own growth, and your own goals. Measure your progress against who you were yesterday, not against someone else's achievements. There will be moments when you feel alone in your pursuit. Not everyone will understand your vision, and not everyone will support your efforts. That is part of the process. Stay committed to your path. Seek support where you can, but do not depend on external validation. Your belief in yourself must be stronger than any doubt from others. You must also develop the ability to make decisions. Indecision leads to inaction, and inaction leads to stagnation. Even imperfect decisions can lead to progress because they provide feedback and learning. Trust your judgment, make your choice, and move forward. Adjust as necessary, but do not remain stuck in hesitation. As you continue on this path, you will begin to notice changes within yourself. Your confidence will grow, your discipline will strengthen, and your vision will become clearer. These changes are the result of your consistent effort and commitment. They are evidence that you are taking control of your success. Remember that success is not a destination but a journey. It is a continuous process of growth, learning, and improvement. Each goal you achieve opens the door to new possibilities. Each challenge you overcome prepares you for greater opportunities. The power to shape your future lies within you. It is present in your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions. No external force can determine your success unless you allow it to. When you take full responsibility for your life, you gain the ability to change it. Every moment is an opportunity to move forward. Every decision is a chance to align yourself with your goals. Every action is a step toward the life you want to create. The question is not whether you have the ability to succeed, but whether you are willing to take control and use that ability to its fullest potential. The path is before you, shaped by your choices and guided by your determination. What you do next is entirely up to you.